imagine that this is probably the one that Jacob had put his hope in. I know that he had the promise that his children would be as the sand of the sea, the stars of heaven, and he had been given that promise by God there when he laid down to rest and used the stones for his pillow. He had been given that promise by God, and I can imagine that he had probably put all of his hope in this young man Joseph, but all of a sudden things come along and circumstances happen, and all of a sudden he no longer has that hope. He no longer has that dream, and then God gives him another son, and he thinks maybe this is it. Maybe Benjamin is the one that God's going to use. Maybe he's going to be the one that this promise is going to come through. But all of a sudden his sons come back, and he hears that word saying, the only way the man's going to let you have your other son back is if you send that other one, the only other son that you have of Rachel, the one that you love. And we see here that Jacob is in a place that because of the way things had gone around him, he had lost his faith in what God could do. No longer was he someone who had hope in the promise of God. He did not have hope in God's plans for him, but he was someone that looked around at all the things that were going on around him, and he said, you know what? It's all going wrong. It's all falling apart. Have you ever been there in life when you looked around and you said,